Good morning. Well, actually, good afternoon. It is 1:07 on June 10th, 2024. I am using Zoom and the Zoom background that the little thumbnail I created for yesterday, as well as I am recording my DaVinci Resolve, and you see a little bit of my icons because I had DaVinci Resolve offset. I'll go ahead and make that full screen. Well, now my nose itches. Don't have any lighting on. I don't think I need it. This looks pretty good. So this is a project that I started working on yesterday that I alluded to a little bit last night on the live stream, that Alex actually caught the hints of 7, 28, 90, 365 in lifetime. Now lifetime I wasn't able to get, it doesn't say, this one says your channel got 118,385 views in the last 65 days. And then for lifetime, it's got 197,000. So actually the bulk of the views happened in the beginning from 2021 till 2024, or so it appears. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to decide, do I like the blue, yellow, yellow, or do I like the blue, red, yellow? And I'm not sure. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it like this, and then I'm going to obviously take out, I don't need 7 days twice, because this will show that, and then yeah, like that. But this is only 37 seconds in length, so I've got to figure out what to put in there to make it a little bit longer than 37 seconds. I do plan on putting something at the end. I do have permission from what I plan on putting at the end from everyone to do what I plan on putting at the end. So hopefully that'll go well. Well, let's get into this now. I probably ought to move this camera. Probably too. I'm going to move this camera because I'm going to be working on DaVinci, and I want to at least appear like I am. Now I need to lower the chair again. There we go. Oh, it looks like I have a flat top. Look at that. Look like I'm back in the 60s and early 70s when people had flat tops. So let's get into this. I am going to leave that one there. I'm going to take everything from here, get it out of the way. Oh, I wanted to point something out as well. I just discovered this the other day. Just the other day, REO Speedwagon, for those that may or may not know. And I'm going to move this out of the way. What I discovered is this. When this playhead is right here, and you've highlighted something and want to move it, oh, it did work that time. It's been bumping up there and stopping, but when I force it, get through there, it goes through. So never mind, I guess that's just me. So I'm going to get rid of that. I don't want that. I want this one there, and then I want to get rid of this one. So they're highlighted, they're gone. Now I'm going to highlight these and bring them back over. And I've got it set to click in, so it clicks in. So now we have blue, yellow, yellow, which I like that. And then we have the red, and you can tell it's off. And I'm going to fix that. And that one's off a little bit. And that one's off a little bit. So let's get into this and fix this a little bit, shall we? I plan on adding a little audio track underneath it. And, well, I guess since you'll be hearing that, you'll already hear the audio track. All right, I need to do this. I need to, now since these are exact copies, I wonder if I change it once, does it change it across the board? By across the board, I mean 5 more or 4 more times. So let's go highlight this one. And I know that's the blue. I'll verify that by churning. Oh no, I'm wrong. Good thing I checked that. So this is the blue. I'll verify that by churning off the 2 yellows. Now I only have the blue. So I'm going to come up here to File, right here. Now this is what I discovered yesterday when I was sitting around here doing this. I go into here, go into my titles, and I think it's in here, or is it in here? No, it's not in titles. It's in generators. And I think it's in here, or is it in here? It's right here. So I'm going to grab this rectangle. And, oh, I cannot do it here because I can only put this rectangle down on the screen. I can't put this rectangle up here, right here on the file. So that means I got to edit this recording in DaVinci once I'm finished with it. Okay, okay, I can live with that. I can actually live with that. So I'm going to get rid of that. I don't really need that right there. Now, the problem with working in the dark is I can't see half the keys. But what I want to do is I want to highlight this one. I know that's the blue. Turn it off. It verifies it's a blue. Turn it on. The blue's back on. Then I'm going to come up here to File. No, that's the blue. Turn it off. It verifies it's a blue. Turn it on. The blue's back on. Then I'm going to come up here to File. And I'm going to rename this to, instead of Essential Rectangle, I'm going to name it to Blue Rectangle. Now, I'm hoping that changes it across the board. Does not appear that it's going to change it. I'm hitting enter. Maybe I can't change that. Well, I'll figure out a way to do it. Does not appear that I can. So if I do that, it does change it. As soon as I get out of File, it did change it. But it didn't change it across the board. So what I probably should have done is when I copied these over, I should have changed them prior to copying them and pasting them over the respective things. So let's change this one. Then that one's going to be, now I have a conundrum. So, and the conundrum is this. If I use the yellow twice, well, I can do this. This is yellow. Turn that off. That's the first yellow. I can go to the File, come in here, and this will be, let's get rid of the essential. This will be yellow watch time. Enter, close it, and it changes to yellow. And then I'm going to go to this one and name it Yellow Views. But the problem I see with this is going to be pretty simple. Yellow Views. And that changes. And the problem is simply this. I don't think that even if I expand this, yeah, well, I can expand it out to huge like that, and it says yellow watch time rectangle, blue rectangle, and yellow views. Now I might want to change this. No, I'm good with that. I know there's only one blue on there, so that's good. So now the problem is simply this. I've got to do 1 or 2 things. I think because it would be much simpler, I'm going to take all these, and I'm not going to delete them. Instead, I'm going to move them out of the way, and then I'm going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger again. I'm going to take these, I'm going to press down the Alt key, and I'm going to copy them to right there. I'm going to release the Alt key, repress the Alt key, put it right there, press the Alt key again, put it right there, press the Alt key again, put it right there. Off click, bring this back down. We're going to play this through from here, and let's see what it shows like. And that's what I was afraid of. It's amazing how that was set up before, and it worked just fine. I don't need to watch them all. I know that they're all off. So I'm going to put the playhead right here, and then I'm going to go fix this. And I'm going to fix that by, shoot, I should have looked at the time before I started because I don't want this to be a long drawn-out thing. I want to fix the yellow views. I'm going over here to, oh, you know what? I think I can do it right here. I think I can click on this, and I believe I can bring the views, well, it's backwards for some reason. I should be able to, there we go. I want the views to be right there for now. Then I'm going to go to the other one, and I'm going to bring it down here. And I'm going to go to the blue, and I'm going to move it down as well for now. Then I'm going to do the same thing here. Get the playhead over so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to bring it down to there. We'll bring this one down to here, and go bring this one down to here. Okay, I'll make some more adjustments here in a minute. Go to this one, do the same thing. Got the yellow, so we're going to move this down to there. We're going to go to the blue, move it down. I actually can solve the problem right there by moving that down and over, and then go back to this one and move it down and over as well. I still see adjustments that need to be made, and that's fine. And I'll do that in a second. That's good. Now we'll go to this one, move the playhead, move this. Let's go to the first one first. Get it out of the way where it's supposed to be. Then we'll go back to the second one, move it over here. Then we'll go to the blue one. I just find it's easier if you name them. You don't have to go jumping around going what is what, which is which, and whatnot. And then I can actually go in here if I wanted to. I can move this up 1. I could grab this one, press Alt, go up 1, highlight that one, bring it down, and put it around lifetime. And then if I wanted to change the color of it, I'd have to go here and change it here as well. But I'm going to go ahead and change that to a different color. The color tab, you just open up, click on the color. You can move this around, get the color you want, or you can come over here and say I want it red, or blue, or blue, or blue. Kind of like that blue. That's kind of not blue, but I kind of like it. So I'm going to go with that. And then that looks pretty good for what I've done. So this one's good. There's a little bit of a difference between this yellow and that yellow, which is really weird because according to the numbers, this is set at, that's not doing what it's supposed to do. That is not working the way it's supposed to. So, oh, here we go. The width is 465, and the height is 205. When you come down here, the height should be 205. If I make this 205, I'm going to remember 177. So if we come here and make it 0.205, then it's so much bigger. So let's go make it back to whatever this one is, and this one is 205. But look at the difference between, let me turn this off so it's not confusing. Look at the difference between 205 here and 205 there. Now, is that because of the width? Well, let's check out the width. The width on this one is 465. The width on that one's 197. So if we change this to 465, does that actually make it? Now we'll turn this back on so we can move it just slightly over and see if that does, and it does not. If I marry that up to as close as my naked eye will let me do, it is way off right here. I don't understand how the numbers can be identical and it not work. I really don't get that. So now what I'm going to do is, because I clearly don't want that hanging out over there, I'm just going to take this. I think it was 177, I believe. I'll put it back to 177, and yep, that's good enough. Then I'm going to move it back over here, and I'm actually going to now grab the slider, make the width bar a little bit bigger, Bring this over here. That looks pretty good. Now the other thing I thought, well, maybe the border width is different. So the border width on this one is 0.01, and the border width on this one is 0.01. So these are identical as far as the width goes and the height goes, but they're not matching up, and it's really driving me up the proverbial wall. And I tried to come in here and I tried to make some adjustments to get it, and I just cannot seem to get it to be. That's about as close as I can get right there. Even that's off. That's clearly off. Mr. Cheek just sent me a message. Mr. Cheek has been bothering me all day long. So minimize that. So yeah, I don't know what to do about that. That box looks pretty good. Now, I don't think it's the width though. I really don't think. I don't think the width is going to affect the height. I really don't. I can make them share a border, and then what happens if I go in here and just put a 1 behind that and hit enter? Nothing. But if I go in here and back to height, take the 1 out. Let's go drastic and let's put an 8 in there, and that's closer. Let's go back up to here, and now something's got my attention. So this is height 205. Now we're trying to make this one be the same. So we're going to go with 226, and I'm going to go drastic. And I'm going to go 2275 enter. I do not see any difference in height. And we're looking at this box right here, and we're looking for a height change in that box right there. I'm not seeing it. So hang on, I got to pause the video. Okay, after a little bit of work and a couple messages with Mr. Cheek, I figured out while I was waiting on him that 0.23 is pretty close, at least on the bottom. It's a little off on the top, so I'm not going to mess with it. What I'm going to do is across the board here, I'm going to move this, and that one's already 0.23. I'm going to check this one. Oh, that's because I forgot to move that. That one is, see, that's really weird that that's 0.205, and it looks pretty close. So we're going to change this to 0.23. And isn't that weird? This is so crazily weird. I'm going to turn this off. This is weird that here, 0.23 looks really good. You come over here, 0.23 looks really bad. So I'm just going to grab this and bring it down until I get it. There we go. There we go. There. I'm going to go right there. That's close enough. So it appears to be something that I'm going to have to do individually. And that's not a good thing. Once again, I must pause. I got novels to read. All right, I'm running into some other issues. I'm just going to have to go through here and get this done. I like how that looks. I mean, it's not perfect, but it works okay. This one needs to be adjusted on the blue, so I'm just going to turn this on, bring it over here like that, and I'm going to bring the width down a little bit. And then I'm going to move it back over. That's pretty good. I took a horrible screenshot of that, by the way. The other two look all right, and we're going to move this one over here. And since I'm already on the blue, I'll just go ahead and bring the blue's width down just a little bit, and then move it over just a little bit. And that looks okay. Go ahead and move it here. And for the most part, that looks okay. I might just want to center the blue a little bit. And I got to go back to the one because I slightly moved it. So I'm going to come back over here, go back to the blue. And even though I slightly moved it, it still looks pretty good. And then go to the last one and see what I need to change. And I need to change the top yellow, move it over this way just a little bit, and extend the width just a little bit, like that. It still needs to be a little bit more. I really wish you could grab these bars and move them that way as far as the width goes, but you cannot. So you have to do the whole thing, and then you have to kind of look to see where you want to put it. And that's pretty good right there. And I'll come down here to the bottom one. We'll bring the width down just a little bit, and then we'll move the width over just a little bit. That's pretty good. I'm not going to worry about taking out that blue line that's in the first box. I'm just going to move this one over and center it like that and be happy with that. So now if I play this from the beginning and turn off the transform tab, I don't need that on. And we scrub through this. We got, I believe if you play it, those are going to, I believe if I play it, they're going to come in, yep, just like that. That's what I want. That's good, except it's not. I need to bring this width down here and then move it over there. That looks okay. Turn this off, go back here. That looks good. It's a little short, but I don't have anything out there. So we're going to play it. That's better. I'm still miffed on it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then lastly, but not leastly, now that's pretty good. All right, I'm going to wrap this up with, I believe I can do that in here. I'm going to go to the media pool. I'm going to go down to the master thing. We'll bring this over like that about right there. And we'll bring in a thank you. I'm going to bring in LNK Productions. I'm going to go down to videos, go to photos. And I think I brought into here. Yes, I did bring in this one here. We'll bring it in as well. And then I'm going to close the media pool. Bring these over here where they're supposed to be. It matters not where these go because the way that I've done it, it doesn't make any difference because I've got them keyframed out. So I can move this one to here and it's still going to be over there. I can move it there and it's still going to be over there. So I'm going to go with that. And then clearly I got to go do some adjustments here. So we're going to bring this out to about there. Still more adjustments need to be made about there. Still more adjustments need to be made about there. Perfect right there. So now I can bring this back to the playhead. I can come down here and grab this one, do that. And now when I play this, then it scrolls off like that. That's fine. I can bring these down here. Again, it makes no difference. They're going to play. It's going to do what it's supposed to do. Now, I think I want to add in one more, but I don't think I have that one in here. So I'm going to close the master bin, and I'm going to close this one. I'm going to go grab media. I'm going to go to thumbnails. I'm going to maybe hope I put it in here. And I did not. That's going to require me to do some work that I don't really want to do, but what the heck, I'm going to do it anyway. And then I'm going to make it so I don't have to do this work anymore. So I'm going to bring Ghetto in. And then I'm going to go over to Ghetto, go to the color tab. I'm going to very quickly mask out Ghetto. I think last time I tried using a power window, it didn't go well when he's person, and we're just going to get Ghetto gone. And there we go. A little slow for the most part, except for his goofy hair up there. It got it, so I'm going to try to take away his goofy hair and see if I can get this. There's another thing I like. I can grab this and bring it down. Well, I should have gotten rid of all that out there, so we're going to delete stroke number 2, and then we're going to put stroke number 2 about right there. Nope, I don't like that. Yeah, that's not working. Usually you can grab that. You can grab this, and it will actually, yeah, that'll work for what I'm trying to do. So now I'm going to grab still. I demonstrated this many times before. I'm going to export it. I'm going to put it in my thumbnails. I'll put it in Ghetto. I'm going to change this to, and I may have this under masked Ghetto already. I don't know. But I'm going to put it as masked, not Gelato, Ghetto. Save it as a JPEG, and it's done. If I come back over here to here, then I've got that. And if I put it over here, then Ghetto's not showing up. Why is Ghetto not showing up? Well, let's see if we can find Ghetto. If we position it, okay, Ghetto's not showing up at all. Is Ghetto working? Oh, Ghetto's not working. Oh, you know why? I know why. Because I got to go in here because the way that I've done that, it's not there. And this is why I got to remember to do this. So because of that, I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to delete that. I'm going to turn that off and reconnect that. It should not go away. It shouldn't go away because I'll go over here. There should be a way to turn this off, but I haven't figured it out. There we go. Just backspace, highlight backspace. So I'm going to use this, but now I got nothing. So back to the drawing board, as the saying goes, and I'm going to copy this picture and delete this picture. Hopefully that means this is a new. I go to color tab. Yes. No. I want power window. Interesting. I want to use the curve. not there. So Control Z this a moment, see if that's working. That's not working. Okay, back to seriously the old drawing board. We're just gonna get rid of that completely like it never existed. I should have known better. Ghetto Productions. Grab Ghetto again, put it down here, Ghetto over here. Alpha output. I should do this in Fusion, but for lack of time, I'm going to do it here. And I'm just going to put some points in here. I'm going to very hastily draw this out. I'm not going to get any big hurry. It doesn't have to be perfect, and you'll see why here in just a second. Connect my alpha output. I already have it. Connect it, and Ghetto should be mashed out. And he is. Now if I come back over here, Ghetto's mashed out. If I put Ghetto up here, Ghetto's still mashed out because I did it with the ever popular and famous Robo scoping, Robo form, whatever you want to call it. By doing it that way, I can click on Ghetto, I can take this picture down, and I can move it around, and I don't lose anything. Like it retains what it did. So I can do that. And then that'll play the entire thing. Now what I can do as well is I can come in here, and at the beginning of this frame, I can take Ghetto all the way down to nothing, put a keyframe, go to the end of the frame, come back a couple frames, and put this at 0.530. Ghetto comes out. What that's going to do is that's going to have Ghetto come scrolling in from there. Now, I don't like that. Now what don't I like about that? Well, I don't like that it's coming in from up in this area. I want it to be right there. So what I have to do is come back to the beginning, and there's an anchor point. So for now, I'm just going to reset this, and then we're going to bring it down to 530. Looks pretty good. And I want the anchor point to not 0, 0 is up here, 0, 0. I don't want it to be there. I want the anchor point to be there, as well as right there. Now, I don't think I have to keyframe that, so we're gonna test it. We're just gonna take him down to 0 here, keyframe it. We're gonna go halfway. We're gonna bring him up to about right there. So I'm gonna put the keyframe in, and it didn't do it. Okay, so I'm guessing that means then I do have to 0.530. I'm guessing I did not change it because it somehow went to 0.590. There we go. I'm guessing I do have to keyframe, or the anchor point, this. Jake's calling me. He's going to want to play golf. I can't play today, though. But I want that anchor point to be right there. I may be misunderstanding anchor point, and that's fine. But I am going to keyframe it right there. I want it to be right there. Then I'm going to take, at the beginning of this, well, actually, I'm going to take the anchor point away, and then I'm going to move the anchor point to here and here. I don't need it to be, I'm going to put it back to the beginning of the keyframe. Damn, darn it. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and keyframe that down. So I'm going to keyframe this one, and I'm going to keyframe this one. And I'm going to move this all the way to the end, come back a couple, and then I'm going to put this at 0.530, and Ghetto is right there. Hopefully that does what I'm trying to get it to do, and it does not. So I give up on that. That's not good. So the anchor point is for the pitch, the yaw, and probably the rotation. My guess is, now this is trying to go out here and find, trying to find all that stuff out there. I don't think that. My guess is the anchor point is, yeah, it has to do with the rotation, not with where it starts. So I want that to be 0. That's fine. I'm going to deal with that later. I'll figure that out in a little bit. All right, one last thing I want to do is I want to hit the home button, go back to the home. I want to bring this up just a little bit, and I want to add music, media pool, master, soundtracks, and I can preview it up here by double clicking. I'll just go with this one. It's kind of been the go-to one that I seem to like the best. And then I have to go ahead. I'm going to keep this in there for the whole thing. So I'm going to put a cut about right there. Get rid of that. Fade this out. About right there. Don't need the audio. Kill that. 41 minutes? No, that can't be right. 41 seconds? Seriously? That's all this is? 41 seconds? Oh, this part is. Yeah, the recorded video will be long. Okay. All right. There we go. Going to end it. Bring this in to DaVinci and fix it.